Hello, esports fans. My name is Signee, and it's an absolute pleasure to be on your screens once again. Now, you questioned us, we've answered. The VGA ESPORTS talk is back. We've been away for a while, but what a way to come back with one of the biggest talents on the market right now. Well, he's not a free agent anymore. You know this guy already. You've been seeing him on your screens if you're watching FIFA esports players at the highest level in Ghana. And I'm proud to announce to you that Mbappe has now signed with Canvic Records Esports, and he's here with me on the VGA ESPORTS show. Mbappe, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
First of all, what's the feeling like after signing onto such a very, very good team?
Oh, the feeling is very good. I mean, I got a chance to meet the entire members of the team. Yeah, I've not gotten the chance to meet the boss himself, but we spoke.
So far, everything is moving smoothly. Now, walk us through how the whole thing started, because you were with Play Province at one point in time. When did you start noticing the interest from Canvic Records, and how did it make you feel that a different team wants me, and then it makes you feel like, okay, you're a very good player? Then how did it make you feel?
Well, yeah, obviously, if you're a player, whether an esports player or on the
traditional sports,
you feel very happy or whatever when you have an interest from other clubs. So yeah, when I found out that they were interested, I felt like someone is noticing like what I'm doing on the field, on the game, or whatever it is. Yeah.
Interesting. Now, I know you're a very, very top player, so it's not every club that can approach you, but Canvic Records Esports, what made you in fact even think about joining them? Because it's not any team that can come for you, Mbappe, with the caliber, with the kind of heights that you've reached with FIFA esports in Ghana. What made you just join Canvic Records Esports?
Oh, I think their owner, their boss is very persistent. I mean, like, he's someone who, when he knows what he wants, he goes for it. So he's been really, really on me, and I think that's what did it for me.
So if you've been following their journey so far, have you been impressed with what you've seen from the Canvic Records Esports team this season?
Yes, honestly. I mean, like, they have very good players, and they are all very young. So there's potential. So I was like, okay, then we can do something.
And do you see yourself possibly training with the likes of Choice Baja, New Boy, Montana? Do you see them elevating your game? Because I know when you play with good players, it makes you really better.
Yes. We had a training session, was it 2 days ago?
Oh, okay.
So I had a chance to play with a few of them, like really good. Like you see that these people, like these players, know what they're about. So I'm just sure I'll learn a lot from them, and I'm sure they also learn a lot from me. So
that's big. Now, what's your take about the whole esports scene in Ghana and how teams are now structuring themselves with your big transfer? I could call your transfer maybe the biggest of the season, maybe taking away Firmino's transfer to Ace Gamers. How do you think the whole esports scene is coming now with teams and then transfers and everything?
Well, for me, I want the best for esports in Ghana. I want us to be out there, because we've been in the dark for so long. So I feel like maybe FIFA 24 is going to bring a breath of fresh air for the esports players, and I feel like we should hold this opportunity and grab it very well. So I'm just hoping that everything goes according to how we want it to go.
So fun fact, last year I followed the FIFA esports scene very, very closely, and I came out with my own top 10 list. I left out this man that is here with me, Mbappe, and he was one of the very few to confront me about me leaving him out of my top 10, and he assured me that FIFA 23, if I was to make another top 10, he'll prove why he has to be in it. And I must say, 23 has been an excellent year for you. How are you going to review the whole of FIFA 23 as a season? I know it's not ended yet, but we are close to the end.
Well, we can't say it's a failure, and we can't say it's a success. It's a bit of a mix, because the level we wish to attain, we've not really gotten to that level yet. So I'll say it's a blend of everything, experiences, interesting challenges we've had to go through. So we've learned a lot from that, and we are going to take that into EAFC 24.
Well, big one. Now, speaking to a lot of people, I did talk to a lot of people regarding esports and then FIFA esports in Ghana. When you make mention of the name Mbappe, he's a feared player. You're a feared player. I know that 100%. But one thing that baffles everybody, I think it'll shock everybody, Mbappe is that kind of guy who is feared, but he's not the guy when it comes to tournaments. You have Mbappe number one almost every single time. He wins tournaments, but not as frequent as you'd like or as you'd expect. Because the last time I spoke with Wonder Kid, he had you in the top 5 players in the country. A lot of people questioned him about that. They were like, you didn't have enough accolades to be in the top 5 kind of list. Well, what do you make of all these and you not being able to go over the line when it comes to tournaments?
Well, for me, I'm not going to blow my own horns, but I feel like I was one of the best players in FIFA 22. I won like several tournaments in FIFA 22. It's just 23 that I feel like just a few of them I've won. So I have like the trophies or whatever it is. I don't know what they are talking about. I don't know.
Probably this year, because when I spoke to Onake, he had you in that top 5. Where some people say, no, Mbappe not for day, because maybe we know surely some of the matches go underground. They are not on cameras. We are not able to know the scores of some of the matches. But then Onake knows all of that stuff, and he had you in the top 5. But the ones that are broadcasted for the whole of the country and the whole of the world to see, it looks like it just doesn't happen.
This FIFA 23, I know play up to 5 tournaments this FIFA 23. Idebab. We the tournaments are played, the least stage they get to be quarterfinals. Idebab. So I know play up, so I'm not sure I play up to 5 tournaments this year, this 23. Idebab. So that one to be factor. So in 2 now they play tournaments regularly. So yeah.
Interesting. Now you join Canvic Records Esports. Canvic Records Esports, I'll say their trajectory for me in 2023 has been just excellent. If we take a player like Choice Badger who just joined recently, he was not known too much, but immediately he joined Canvic Records Esports, rocketed to the top, winning tournament after tournament. Do you feel like the esports team can have that impact on you?
Yeah, obviously. I feel like I go fi help the team, and the team also go fi help me in the bab. So yeah, obviously, I know see a lot of positives go come. So yeah.
So to the Canvic Records Esports fans who are excited, in fact, absolutely delighted to have you on their team, what's your one message for them?
Well, I just go tell them, just like Zenas. I be what they want.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was
Zenas has been wanting this, the scouts. Yeah.
They've I think they've all been wanting me to join, so I'm happy to finally be.
Now there's this question that also raises a lot of eyebrows. Mbappe. We know so your name be Charles, but Mbappe, where the name come from? Because I don't know about just all of a sudden Mbappe.
Usually if I talk, my boys they laugh me, then they tell me say I no be serious. But it be okay. Then there's not they play football, right? So yeah, I know say but then go they laugh. I they play football. Now I'm very good Mbappe, so I they like Mbappe. Mbappe be one of my favorite players in the Mbappe. So yeah, and when you go to the game aspect as well, like Mbappe be one of the players I they like more of the time in the Mbappe. So yeah,
so you pick that name up or somebody take give you?
I go talk say okay. The very first time I hear the name, somebody mentioned them to me, like as the winner they play about my house. So I just take
the winner you play with on like virtually or like on the pitch traditional. Hey Charlie, hey, it be like VGA ESPORTS talk. We forgot the pitch stop. They see hey.
Oh yeah, put. Right now I retire
from traditional football to
yes, I retire right now there. But right now with the game inside there.
Yeah, and in fact I've played him before. Not in a competitive manner, but I've played him before. He's one of the quickest. Now, can you describe your style of play, how you view FIFA in general? How do you think FIFA should be played? Because I played you the other time. You are one of the quickest players I've played in terms of how you are creating your chances, how you are getting into your groove. Like he's always quick with how he wants to play. How would you describe your play style?
I also compliment you. Like it wasn't easy playing. Like a lot of people think like you are not on that level, but you're on their level. So yeah, I think the FIFA game itself that's why it's a game. So you have to be able to abuse the game. Like no, because the game is a fast game. You're about
very, very fast paced. 23, I must say, one of the quickest games. And playing against you, like if we're talking about speed, probably you and your new teammate Choice Badger so quick in how you guys execute.
Yeah. Choice Badger, Kennedy, like you see
very
players
quick
on the run. Like that's the game. So you don't allow your opponents to like really get their mind on the game or defend well or whatever. So just one mistake with the switching, like one-on-one with their goalkeepers.
Now we are getting to the final stages of the show, and of course the difficult questions has to come where we'll have to make him brainstorm a bit. Now FIFA 23, FIFA 22 coming to 23, now FC 24. We've had this notion that there's the new era coming in, and we are leaving the likes of Wonder Kid, who was of course excellent, probably the greatest FIFA esports player in Ghana of all time, the likes of Guy Kobe Sule, who maybe aren't at that level that they used to be, and people have tagged you, Big Ups, Choice, Kennedy, Wiseman, in fact, in that bracket as the new gen. Do you feel like you guys are the ones who are up there now, who are going to take Ghana to the next level?
Yes, 100% yes. There's not anything against them, but like I feel like they know it within themselves as well that these guys are doing something different. The guys are playing like a different game altogether. But when you play them, you know it, you see it. So yeah, I'll say yes. Until they are ready to also learn or do what they are also doing.
Go the extra mile, yeah.
Then there's no problem with that at all.
Now, for players within esports scene, the measuring yardstick is how good you are in tournaments. If you're able to win, then people have you up there. The recent tournament that just happened, the Chosen Championships, you're in that quarterfinal matchup against DJ Juvenile, who wasn't in the spotlight then. Right now, I know a lot of teams are trying to get him on their books, but then we didn't really know of DJ Juvenile. You were the favorite going into that. How do you deal with situations like that where you happen to lose that game where you are supposed to win and then you face a lot of backlash?
No, you know the funny thing? The funny thing is that Juvenile, though people didn't know him at that time, I knew him. So going into the tournament, I knew what kind of gameplay I was going to expect and all that. But you know, it's always difficult to come up against a play style you are used to, and the person is also used to your kind of play style. So I feel like he took a chance very well. He's also a very good player. I don't like. So he took a chance very well and he won. So I congratulated him after that.
Yeah,
it was a good game.
Very good sportsmanship there now. Now, speaking of the Chosen Championships, it was a very big tournament, probably the biggest in the country for FIFA 23, with 30,000 Ghana cedis on the line. What was your general overview of how the tournament was organized, how it went for you? Were you impressed with what you saw?
Yeah, I was really impressed. Like, I would say, on a level of difficulty compared to the GFE, yeah, so it's up there with the GFE. You get to face like a lot of gameplays. Like there was a qualifier before the main tournament, and the qualifier was even more than the tournament.
More tough.
It was really tough. Yeah, so like getting to have a tournament that brings about a pool of very good and skilled.
Because when everybody heard about the prize pool, everybody played. No one was left out.
Yes. So when you have everybody, all the big guys, all the technically gifted guys in there, and you come around and you still play the tournament, I feel like it was a nice experience.
You made it to the quarterfinal. Maybe that wasn't what you wanted to do. Maybe you wanted to go further. What are expectations for the next Chosen Championships that are going to come?
Yeah, so there are a lot of lessons. I've rewatched the video again. I've seen some mistakes and all that. So yeah, there are a lot of lessons I'm going to take going forward. So obviously, and yeah, everyone should just watch out for Mbappe.
Now, for Ghanaian players, the dream for a lot of our players is to represent the country internationally. Do you feel like our players are good enough to play internationally? Because we've seen the recent rise for African players, the likes of the South African players who did excellent. Goliath Gaming at the FIFA E-Club World Cup were so good. We saw what Morocco did at the FIFA E-Nations Cup. Does Ghana have the capabilities? We know we participated in the online qualifiers, didn't go too well for us, but is there any promise with the likes of the new gen? I like to call you guys the new gen rising up, that there's any hope that Ghana can get to that level?
Obviously, once there's life, there's hope. But for me, if you put a question to me as a yes or no, I'll say no. But it doesn't mean that we can't work on ourselves. But
if we say we know rich,
we're not rich yet.
Why you feel say we're not rich?
We're not rich in a sense that, fine, look at this. Fine, there's something now. There's an old gen, there's a new gen, right? People don't even cut the new gen some slack to be able to get the confidence or whatever it is to be able to play the game and improve. Like there's always this negativity and pull drawback on players. Like let's see, let me give an fine. It's not this.
No, we want to hear the example. We need to hear the example. VGA ESPORTS talk free of mind. I beg. Like nothing to hold you back.
Like for now, like let's see if we are to take, let's see, I'm just taking a random player. Let's say Kennedy. When you have to take someone like, let's say, either Guy Kobe, Sule, or Wonder Kid. Right. For me, 100%. I'll put everything aside and I'll say Kennedy should go. but other things like other factors and all that would have to
be taken into consideration.
Yes, so, and I'm not even saying that Kennedy is even on that level yet. There's a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah.
So I feel like
difficult, tough questions. So yeah.
So we are not really on that level yet, but we can get to that level if we want.
It's a gradual process of getting there. Now, final question before you leave. This is always the toughest question, and I've always asked all my guests on the VGA eSports talk. You've played with several opponents. You've played in multiple tournaments. FIFA 23, your top 5 players you've got. Excluding yourself, you can include your teammates. In fact, everybody you've played, who do you feel like will make your top 5? Starting from number 5.
This question is very difficult. Like you said, I've played I can say I've played almost everybody. I can say it, and it's not easy. Like the kind of gameplays you face, So this top 5 I'm going to make it's not going to be it's not going to be easy, but I'll try. Abi, you go relax for me.
Oh, no problem. Take all the time you want. Kennedy, they giving us and they themselves pressure didn't matter. But we are here for all the tough questions. We want to know. The fans want to know.
So number 5. Wow. I for rank them.
Okay, right now we go mix them, but the best 5 players you've played this year.
So this year, the best 5 I've played. Wonder Kid is there. Big Apps is there.
The virtual union and Wonder Kid, his former teammate of Play Province, Big Apps, who I know you've had loads of battles with, so it's understandable.
Times.
We've got 2 now.
Kennedy is there.
The Roots Esports, the chosen champion Kennedy in there as well.
Kennedy
well deserving. There's a big pool of players, and the final 2.
The thing is, Prince Jonas. I don't know about Jonas' gameplay now, but Jonas was one of the technically gifted players I've ever played. So leaving him out will not be fair, honestly. So I have to. It
is your top 5 list and who you feel like are the best players. So if you feel like Prince Jonas is technically gifted and he's there, he has to be in the 5. So Jonas. So that makes 4. And who's the last player to make your list? Any controversial one in there?
Okay, so I'm coming. OG Drizzy. Pardon me. This last one, I have to put 3 players.
So, Charlie, right now your mom will make that. Let's do 7. No problem.
I'll put OG Drizzy. I'll put Sule there, and I'll put. Let's leave it at that.
OG Drizzy and Sule make that cut. Excellent 5-man list of the best FIFA esports players who have had excellent seasons. FIFA 23. You've also had an excellent season. Finally, before we leave, congratulations on joining the Canvic Records esports.
Thank you very much.
We wish that you have an excellent career. Hopefully, FC24 you do big things. And before we sign out, what we usually do, we cheers. So cheers to joining the Canvic Records esports team. And we hope for the best. FIFA fans, I hope you gathered some incredible FIFA knowledge. This guy, he's just one of the best, and watch out for him on FC24. My name is Signee, and I'm proud to present to you Mbappe now of Canvic Records Esports. I hope you enjoyed everything here. The VGA Esports Talk signing out, and we hope to bring you more of this excellent content on the VGA Esports Show.